Hey everyone, I'm Victor Dwyer, and today I'm going to go through on how I do Amazon ad audits. This is going to be very surface level on how I kind of quickly go through Amazon advertising accounts, which you can do on your own right now and see if you fit the criteria of a good Amazon account. Let's dive right in. So, I'm going to cover one of the most interesting accounts I have ever done an ad audit on of this particular prospect has spent $150,000 in spend to get $37,000 in sales, which is a astounding 400% ACOS. So, very interesting account to do an ad audit on. Very historical of an ad account audit. So, what I would kind of go through on this, first of all, I would see if there's any identification of campaigns, any campaigns that are particular doing very bad. Um, and I would see first of all like what are the non-branded campaigns looking like? What are the branded? I would first see like okay, how much are we spending on branded? How much are we spending on non-branded? That's very easy to find if the campaign structure is broken out by very nice campaign names, meaning that I can go to this right here, this navigation, and I can actually click campaigns right here. So I'm going to press cancel. I'm going to do filter by, and I should have some type of. Oh yeah, I'll be able to click campaigns right here, and if it has non-branded, I'll be able to say not NB. That's how usually people classify it. Either that or they'll have like non-branded or something else like that. But unfortunately, if someone did this like naturally, without um, without having that, without having a nice campaign naming structure, this is gonna be very difficult to actually do that non-branded and branded breakdown. If you do, and that's how you break down like non-branded and branded. Either that, or you can do it on the search term report, which we'll go through in a second. And then from there, we'll be able to dive in. So next thing I'm going to look at is I'm going to look at the type. So I'm actually going to go through the type and look at okay, how much are they spending on sponsored products? What's their results? So I'm going to see okay, they spent $100,000, 27,000. They have a 0.25 ROAS. Still horrible, but it's okay. So it looks like sponsored product is about 75% of their spend, almost 70% of their spend. So I would probably mix that up a little bit. And then let's look at sponsored brands. Let's take a look on how much they're spending on sponsored brand. So sponsored brand, they're spending about 28,000, and they're still getting a 0.23 ROAS, which is still horrible. Um, and then from there, sponsor display, how much are they spending on that? They're spending 11,000 and getting a 0.3 ROAS. It's a little bit better, but still awful results. And then I would look at the date range. I would see like, okay, how are they looking like lifetime? Is there anything that stands out to me? Um, Lifetime of the like they obviously scaled up spend dramatically over the lifetime of the account, but still it's just not performing very well overall. So once you change this to lifetime, you'll be able to see how the account is improving overall. Obviously, spend went crazy high, and then the sales sort of went with it, um, but it's still the account is still not performing very well overall. Like you can really see like okay, what's the spend to like ACOS? See that analysis. So like obviously around they like this ACOS is crazy. Like they used to have like a 600% ACOS, and now it's 300%, but still it's still awful. Um, so you can do that spend it or ACOS analysis, and you can see like okay where they're obviously doing a little bit. They're kind of just staying flat across their ACOS for the most part, and they're increasing their spend, which is good, but still, this is still a horrible ACOS to go off of. So, still would not recommend that sort of ACOS. Um, and from there, that's really like all I look at when it comes to the type. lifetime of the value, lifetime of the product. You can dive in on a campaign level. I don't find that as insightful, but what I'm going to actually go through is I'm going to actually break down what I go actually the reports I download into Amazon that are a little bit more helpful for me. So let's dive into that. Okay, so now we went to measuring, and then we went to reports. From there, I'm going to press create report, and then I'm going to just do this, for example, for sponsored products, and I'm going to download the search term report. There's lots of things I can download here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the search term report. I'm going to do summary. I'm going to do last 30 days, and then I'm going to press run report. And then once this report downloads, I'm going to show you what the Excel process looks like. Okay, now I'm in the Excel sheet of that sponsored product search term report, and now we're going through here. I had all the campaign names and portfolio names taken out because it is a client account and I can't show that back end data, but I can show the numbers. So this is not a client, by the way. Sorry, this is not a client. This is a prospect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight the top row right here, and then I'm gonna go to filter on the right. Okay, so you'll see right here there's a filter icon on top right. So highlight that. I'm gonna have sort and filter. I press filter on that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go to the 7-day total sales, and then I'm going to only have the things that say 0, okay, and only have those highlighted. And then spend, I'm gonna do spend all more than, let's go to number filters, greater than. I'm gonna do greater than $10. Okay, so and then I'm gonna sort this by the largest, from largest to smallest. See, for what Edward would have been, that it was $1,000 spend and 0 sales. This one spent, and this is one keyword, by the way, one keyword. So there was $900 in spend, 0 sales. $700 in spend, and this is just one keyword. $500, and if we sum this all up, it's going to be very, very sad number. So if you look at that sum right here in the bottom, this is a total of $34,000 of keywords with 0 sales. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. And I doubt this prospect knows that. Because there's no way anyone should be spending $34,000 with 0 sales. This number is actually higher than that because of I had over $10, but if you actually do it less than 10, it's actually like $52,000. So crazy numbers, but that's basically how I do an account audit of the service level over the overall account, and also how to do a report on how to see how much keywords are being spent on things with no sales. So hopefully that helps, and hopefully that provides some value to you. Thanks.